Hello McGaw YMCA family, I'm Alyson Mann, Health and Wellness Manager, and today I'm going to show you a core workout. Now I encourage you to check out our Jumpstart 2020 warm-up video, which will be posted either above or below me. I'm not sure where this one will go on the channel, but check it out. It's a good warm-up before these exercises, and then you can also at the end check out the cool-down video, Jumpstart 2020 cool-down. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna do 3 circuits of exercises. I'm gonna show you, and you can repeat these exercises 1 to 3 times each. All right, so I'm gonna show you the first circuit. It's gonna be getting down on the mat. Now we are going to do a bird dog crunch, all right? So our hands are under our shoulders, our knees are under our hips. We're trying to stay stable. We're engaging our center and our backs, and we're trying to stay level as we extend our arms out, and then we're gonna crunch in. So we're gonna go, we're not gonna kick a chair, we're gonna move up here, we're gonna go here, and then as you come back, you're gonna curl. All right, stretch and curl. Trying to stay level, hips level to the floor as you extend. Now you're gonna do that 10 to 15 times on each side for this workout. So we go extend, trying to stay level, and curl. You're going to be using your hamstrings, glutes, shoulders, abs and back, all right? Extend. You can do that 10 to 15 times on each side. Then you're going to go into a dolphin. Now if you can't do the dolphin, if you can't do this one, you can either hold a plank for a 20 count, or you can just skip it and go to the next one. All right, I'm going to show you, this is a dolphin, plank to dolphin. So your elbows are under your shoulders, feet out, all right? And you're going to push back, lifting your hips, and then coming back down to plank. Push back, lift your hips, and come back down. And we're using those abs to keep from sinking down here. We don't want to sink. We're going to stay up, push back, come forward. And you're going to do that 10 to 15 times. Then you're going to come onto your bottom. We're going to sit right on our sit bones, okay? You're going to sit up tall, pulling the belly button up and in. Then you're going to lean back as far as you can go until there's a little bit of tension, okay? You do not want to feel this in your lower back. I don't want pain in your lower back. You're going to sit back here, and then you're going to rotate. Rotate, that's 1, 2, 3, and so on, all right? Now you can hold a small weight. If you have any weights at home, you can hold some soup cans. You can hold something in your hands that'll just make it a little more challenging, all right? Those are our sitting twists, and you're gonna do 10 to 20 of those. Then we're gonna do a crab toe touch, all right? So you're gonna put your hands they're gonna be behind you, and you're either gonna put them this way, okay, or this way. So fingertips facing your bottom or away. Facing away is a little easier on the wrists, all right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze and lift our hips, and then we're gonna touch the toe, put the hand down, touch the toe. So we're engaging our glutes, all right? Our abs, our hip flexors, and quads to extend. Now, if this is too hard, you can practice just going up here, or you can push up like this and practice this motion. All right, so you're gonna do that one 10 to 20 times. Last one in this rotation is called a dead bug. All right, so dead bug, you're on the ground, you have a neutral arch in your back, which means you're not pressing it overly into the floor and you're not arching it up, okay, no belly button up. Just gonna engage everything, wrap around of course to here so your abs are nice and tight, your back is engaged, you're gonna lift your feet. Now, home base for dead bug is right here, all right? Now, this is actually work too. If you tighten everything and squeeze everything and you engage your shoulders so that no one can pull your arm up and out of the socket. You don't want it to be able to come out like this. You want to hold it. And everything just up in the air. That is a hold that you could do, all right? And you could hold that for 30 seconds or so if you want. Or you can do the actual dead bug movement, which is to extend opposite arm, opposite leg. Breathe in, breathe out. In and out, all right? Now, you can also keep your legs bent, which is a little easier. So there's several options. You're gonna do 10 to 20 reps on each side of that. All right, so then you would either start over with your bird dog crunch, or you would go on to the next set, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and go on to our next set. This will be 4 exercises. These ones are gonna be timed, so I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. So, the first one is simply a plank hold, all right? You're gonna hold each of these exercises for 30 to 60 seconds, and you're gonna go through them again, or you're gonna go on to the next thing, all right? So, for this group of 4, the first thing we start with is plank hold for 30 seconds, just like this. Now, you want your elbows under your shoulders, you want your knees, feet, shoulders, and then hips, nice line. All right, you can also be on your knees to make it a little easier. All right, you can also hold a high plank if that feels better to you. All right, you're gonna hold that 30 to 60 seconds. Next, then you're gonna rest. Give yourselves 15 seconds or so to rest, more if you need it, 15 to 30, however much time you need. Then you're gonna do a plank jack for 30 seconds. So what a plank jack is, you're either going to be on the elbows and you go out with the feet, in with the feet. Out with the feet, in with the feet, all right? You can also just walk them if you want, or you can do it on the high plank, okay? All the time, all these exercises, your back and abs are engaged. You're not letting yourself overarch. You want to keep nice and tight through here. All right, next one is going to be what's called a push-up plank. Nobody said these were easy. I sure didn't. So you're in the plank position, you push up, and then come back down. And then I go up with the other hand. Push up, come back down. You can do this one also on your knees, okay? Your goal is to transfer from up to down, or down to up, to keep your back flat, and to try as best you can not to rock a lot from side to side by bracing through here. If that doesn't work, that's fine. Do what you can. All right, last one in this round of exercises is going to be a hollow hold. So hollow hold on the ground, all right? Your legs are up here, then your biceps are by your ears, and you're up here. Now you can come down here lower, stretch out more, that's harder. You can hold your hand behind your head. You want to keep your neck in neutral position, so you're not like scrunching it up here, you're not arching your neck that way. You can hold one hand if you need to, or you can keep it out here. Feel like you're pressing a clementine right here. All right? You're gonna hold that 30 to 60 seconds, or 10 seconds if that's what you can do. The other thing you can do is keep your knees bent in, or hold the head to make it easier. All right? So that's your second group of 4 exercises. You go through that 1 to 3 times. And then last one we're gonna do is a group of 4 exercises. All right, last group. The first one is called a windmill. Now you're gonna have your foot, you're gonna take your feet, they're facing forward. One foot is gonna turn slightly out at 45 degrees. All right, you're gonna take your hand right here, and take your other hand straight up. So my palm is facing away from my thigh, and I'm going to rotate a little to transverse axis. So I'm gonna rotate a little bit this way. I'm gonna lengthen my side. I slide down as far as comfortable, and then I use my obliques on this side and pull myself up, all right? The idea is that the arm stays straight up. You need to bend this knee and give yourself a little more space to room. You can do that. You're only gonna go as far as you're comfortable. So it can look like this. Now, if you wanna get fancy, you could add cans of like a soup can or whatever weight you might have at home. You could add it to that. That makes it a little challenging, more challenging, I should say. All right, so you're gonna do that on each side. So you're gonna turn this foot out, 45 degrees, one arm up, palm slides down the leg, rotate, getting that stretch. You're gonna feel a stretch in your legs, all right? And then you're gonna lift up, where you're gonna bend your knee, to get a little farther. That is you're lengthening from your hip to your shoulder here. You're not scrunching up your arm. All right, so you're gonna do that 10 to 15 times on each side. All right, that's the windmill. Next, we're gonna do a plank walkout, okay? I'm gonna show you the version. You're gonna bend your knees if you need to, or if you can keep your back flat while you go down, you can do that. You're gonna walk out into a plank. Walk, 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 hold, here. Now if you really want to challenge yourself, you can walk your hands out as far as you can, all right, without bending your back. So you can walk out, 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 out. You can go as far and reach out. See how I'm holding that. So that's the harder version. The idea is that you come here, when you need to, you bend your knees so that you can lift up with a flat back, all right? If you want to do an easier version, you use a wall. And you're going to be right here. You start here, and you just walk your hands up until you're stretched out, and right here is where I'm really engaging shoulders, abs, and back, all right? And then you just walk it back up. So here, you can even start, you want a little stretch, you start here, and then walk it up. All right, that's your plank walkout. Then we're gonna do a good morning. So good morning is more for the back and glutes. So your feet are about hip width apart, all right? The idea here is that we keep our backs nice and flat. We lift our hips. When I say flat, I always mean neutral position. So you're not overarched here, you're not tucked under like this. We bend from our hip joint forward, lifting our sit bones up in the air, and then pressing through the floor to stand up. So for making a good morning, I put my hands here, here, and push up through the floor. So pressing back. Squeezing my glutes and hamstrings to stand up, keeping my belly button up and engaged. All right, last one we're gonna do is either a bridge or a marching bridge. All right. So you're gonna do this one here on the floor, all right? And we're gonna either hinge from your hip, push up and squeeze. If you have a weight, you can put it on your hips, make it harder. Or we're gonna do a marching bridge here. So we're gonna hold, and you're gonna raise one leg without shifting your hips and push up, okay? Each time I'm engaging my glutes. I could also hold the weight here right on the hip to make it harder. And I can bend my knee if I want to march up, or I can straighten, whatever feels good. But the idea is that you are tightening and you're trying not to let your hips shift, okay? So you do that for 10 to 15 reps on each side. And that is the series of exercises for your core, all right? So check out the comments, they'll be written out. Make sure, like, I don't want your back to hurt during any of that, so if you start feeling in your back, maybe that's not a best exercise for you, all right? You can pick any of those exercises, do each group of exercise 1 to 3 times, all right? And then you'll have a good core workout. Have a great day.